Howdy folks, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out a couple of holsters here from 1791 Gunleather. They sent me an email, asked what I prefer carrying. I gave them a list of a few things and we got some stuff to try out. So I've been wearing these on and off for a few weeks now, and first impressions, they are very nice, genuine leather, very nice stitching, nice hardware, and they're starting to break in very nicely and actually quite smooth. But anyways, we'll just start over here. 100% American steer hide, available optic and light bearing ready. And then you see the different sizes. We're a size 4, optic ready and light bearing. You've got your different models of CZs, Glocks, Rugers, Sig Sauers, Smith & Wesson, Springfield Taurus, and Walthers. It also tells you what lights you can use in those combinations and all your other sizes and all that fun stuff. So first off, everything is clear, no worries about that. But this one here, we'll start off with, is their smooth concealment, optics bearing, and light ready. So it's got a cutout here in the top in case you have a red dot, and it also protrudes out a little further down here for your lights. So once again, we are clear. And you see the light fits right down in here. And if you have a threaded barrel, that'll stick out there as well. But it's meant to keep that light from poking at you. It is very nice and smooth. Once again, great stitching. And this one is the size number 4 for your Glocks and other such similar platforms. So that was a Glock 17 fitting it. We'll pull this out here real quick. Just a standard PSA dagger with the red dot. It actually has these higher suppressor sights on it, but that's not really an issue here. That fits right in, and you see it's cut out perfectly for your red dot to stick out there, and your threaded barrel, that's got room to poke out. And probably my favorite part here, this little flap protects your gut from your slide and optics from cutting into you. Yes, don't worry, this one's clear too. So I've actually been wearing this one the most, so it's probably the most broken in, but I was playing with it on the range a little bit, practicing my draw and all that fun stuff. Pretty comfortable once you get used to it. And as far as carrying a full-size gun, this is probably as comfortable as any holster you'll find. Again, nice and smooth, and that strap comes up right to the end of the slide. It keeps the sights out of your gut. Very nice. And then we'll jump over here real quick to the other one. And so this is actually the Fairchase Deer Hide Optics Ready Light Bearing. So if you thought this guy was smooth, oh buddy, this guy right here is made out of freaking deer leather. So you can see the Fairchase Deer Hide. This one is 100% American whitetail deer. Same cut, same design. It's got room for your optics and cut up top here for your red dots. But it actually fits this old school Ruger P95, which is clear. It actually fits this really well, very comfortably. Because if you see, this has the decocker and safety here. You've got these exposed sights. You do have a hammer that you can carry cocked and locked. So this flap here is very nice for covering you from all of this exposed stuff. And right off the bat, this one, it's a little more, you can just obviously tell it's a tougher leather. It kind of forms more to the gun, whereas this is softer and it kind of goes where it wants. Super comfortable, but not to say this one isn't. This is just probably a step up to go with the Fairchase Deer Hide there. But we'll see here, the Glock just slides right on in. And comes right out. One thing to note, there's no sort of retention straps or anything like that, so they are very free moving. They're just going to be holding there inside your waistband. So those were both the optics bearing and light ready. Here in the middle is a little more modular. You see these other spots here. Right now it's set up for inside the waistband. It sits like this and my belt goes around here, as you can see. But you can pull the hardware out actually. And you can set it here going this way to be outside your waistband with your belt here, or put it in this way so the hook comes out and around, and you can actually do cross draw. So this is a little more modular depending on what you want. And this one is actually some really heavy duty, thick, almost form-fitting leather. Super nice. They all have really nice stitching. And I've worn this one quite a bit too. And once again, there's no sort of retention strap or anything. So once you get it in there, you know, that's it. Just something to note, maybe if you're doing a cross draw, you don't want it sort of slipping out over time, you know, something like that. Might happen, but obviously you'll be holding it, so you should be able to feel something like that. And also note the silly high suppressor sights on this still works pretty well in all these holsters here. Although I don't like using it particularly because it's kind of scratches up the inside of this nice beautiful leather. But that's not the holster's fault, that's this gun's fault. Obviously the shorter factory sights here on a Glock would fit much better. They would still kind of pull a little bit coming out, but I can't show you here with the light attached. So like I said, I've been carrying for probably 15 plus years. I usually carry this little guy and this worn out holster here, but I do have other Kydex holsters I've worn. You know, you don't always need the spare mag and the full size and all that. And this guy here particularly, this thing sucks right here. You can see it covers the gun, but it pokes out and that just stabs you just as bad as anything else would. So that design sucks. And this nice soft leather is much better. Although you don't actually get that on this particular model, it is more modular than the others in that you can change the position of it. And so here is the packaging for this one, the 4-way inside waistband, outside waistband for mid-size firearms. You've got the nice list there. It says and similar, but you've got Berettas, Glocks, Rugers, Smith & Wesson, Springfield, Taurus, Walthers, and similar firearms. Reinforced stitching, all that good stuff. They've got a lifetime warranty, and they also come with a breaking in your holster guide. Nice and detailed about how to keep your holster in top condition as well as break it in, and if you got a retention strap, what you need to do with that. Alright, well that's going to wrap it up, folks. Overall, very pleased with these so far. I just can't decide what I want to carry, because normally I'm sitting at a desk these days. How boring is that, right? Just kidding, I love my job. Anyways, super comfortable, great for running around town, doing errands, anywhere out in public, all kinds of good stuff, especially for your full-size firearms. And if you're going to do some kind of crossbody, or you want some modularity to go inside the waistband or outside the waistband, great options here. I prefer appendix carry, so that's why they're all set up as such. But that's going to wrap it up, folks. Overall, highly recommend 1791 Gunleather. You can find a link down below to the article and how to get to their website as well, so make sure to check that out. And thanks again for hanging out, folks. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.